Good morning. Hey, battles on all sides. That's the message today. And the teaching, because today's Sunday and we're going to go into just a little longer depth and width and height of understanding what happens in our lives. I'm sure you're like my life in a lot of ways, that it seems like there's days at every angle, every doorway, everything that you're doing has a battle in it. Have you been there? Have you felt that everything from every angle that you try is continually being, resisted? Have you had those attacks ongoing that have just absolutely fought you from being able to do what you want to do? In fact, try to make you quit? Well, that's what today's lesson is going to share with you on how to overcome and really be able to mature and be strengthened and lack nothing through the situations that are attacks that we think and sometimes really battle with on a daily basis. Well, I hope you're inspired today with that opening, because the opening that comes out of James chapter 1, verse 2 through 8, is really so good that I actually put it in the notes, in the program's notes today, so that you can read it right out of the Message scriptures, because it's really powerful. It's based on what I lived this day and this week and this month, and we all do. It feels like sometimes everything is rosy, but boy, there are those days, those weeks, those months, and some of you out there, even those years that seem like the battle never ends. But there's a conclusion to that issue and that challenge, and you know what it is? It is based on the fact that those battles, if you battle with the strength of what I'm going to share with you, with the source of strength that I'm going to share with you, you mature and lack nothing. Wow, think about that. That you mature and lack nothing. The power of that is really important. But let me tell you about my week, just real quick, to kind of give you a glance. Monday morning, I'm really excited about, just coming out of the blocks and enjoying, we had a men's group. We had a wonderful weekend of just fellowship and friends and, dinners out, and Zena and the family. It was just absolutely magnificent. And then bang, all of a sudden, one thing after another, bigger each time, of attacks, of circumstances, of situations, of even accusations that are falsely made. It was a banner week for this particular lesson to share with you. And what was it? It was constantly battling my belief that I needed to keep on persevering. Persevering. Do you have a goal? Do you have a goal that you are trying to get to? Do you have a desire of something in your heart that you've been trying to get to but just haven't been able to? Don't give up. Don't give up. Don't let the battles, don't let the difficulties, don't let the thoughts stop you from persevering through. Because in James it says this: if you persevere, it says actually rejoice in the trials and tribulations and the challenges you got. Why? Because through those, if you persevere and not give up, you will mature, you will accomplish, you will arrive, you will achieve that which you have set forth to do. We're at the last sunset of the year. Believe it or not, it's hard to believe that right now. But it's like 4 months left in the year to go forward. And I want to share something with you. It's the push. Right now is the push in your goals, in your life, in your circumstances around you, not to give up, but to just have single-mindedness, to keep on keeping on. When the battle comes, know that the resistance is going to make you stronger. When the battle comes, the accusations come, and you resist that and persevere through that, you will be stronger than you ever could ask or imagine. Now listen to me. This is for all of us. But right now, I know there's someone listening that is battling and wants to give up. And maybe you've even hit that point where you've given up. You've been there? You've just given up. You've given up on your dreams, your hopes, your wishes, your desires, the persons, the kids, the husband, the wife, whatever it might be, the job. Don't. If it's in your heart and you set your course to achieve the desires of your heart. Understand, it's not time to give up. It's time to persevere, as James talks about. Because it says with that, you're going to mature. And we know this. You know, muscles, people that are working out, people working out. And this week I talked about my friend Alan Ballman, Dr. Alan Ballman down in Florida, who was working out with these big heavy weights. I've never seen anything like this. They had bands and they had weights on the ends of the bands, and he's doing deep knee bends, and amazing. I mean, the weight that he was pushing up and down. But the strain that got about the 7th and 8th of a 10 rep exercise, I could see the momentary pause that created almost like the thought-provoking idea of giving up. And he didn't. He pushed and persevered. He heard that coach, as I shared with you, from the sideline, or who was actually holding the camera, coaching him to not give up, coaching him to keep going, to keep moving. You can do it, you can do it. And see, that's what we generally don't have. We try to persevere, we try to work it out, but we start to do it, excuse me, on our own strength and our own power. And that's where we end up quitting or failing or giving up on our dreams. That's what I shared with you this week, and it'd be worthwhile going back to the YouTube and watching this week's teachings, because a basic important message this week was that understanding that it's not by your strength and not by your power and not by your strength solely alone that you're going to accomplish the things you desire, want, ask for your life, for your family's life, for your friend's life, for your lover's life, for whoever you're really believing in your heart for. You need to have that coach right there giving you the encouragement to persevere. Don't give up. Yes, another side attack. Yes, another side attack. And from the back, and even from the top, you feel crushed under. Don't give up. Say that with me. Don't give up. In fact, I want you to send me a hash mark, don't give up. Because giving up is the very thing of all your work and all your energy that really fails. Let me give you the example that I got in my journaling and a vision, truly, as I was writing out a thought process that God was giving me in my journaling. It was a farmer who got these beautiful bag of seeds, best seeds that he could get. He had a beautiful field that he plowed and he worked and he toiled and he just turned everything out, got all the rocks out, got all the weeds out, and it was just absolutely healthy soil. Fertilized it. Then he started to plant some seeds, and he got distracted halfway through planting all the seeds and had to go off to another field or go do some other chores. Well, that field began to mature and grow, but what ended up happening is the weeds came in. It wasn't watered. Some of the plants died. And by the time of harvest, he had a very little return for his investment. He worked hard, like you work hard. He toiled and turned the soil like you do in preparing or putting your goals together or putting your dreams together or putting the things together that's necessary. He planted the seed. That's your faith being put into the situation. But he didn't plant all the seed. He didn't go the whole distance. He stopped or quit too soon. And I don't want you to quit too soon. I want you not to quit ever. But the reality is the farmer's story, the vision that I had about that farmer is he had the seed. You have the seed. That's your belief system. He had the field. You have the field. This is your fruitful field. This is your good soil. You, your heart, your mind, your belief system. But he didn't plant all the seed. That means the day after day, continually putting the seed in the soil until you achieve, persevere, what you have expected, wanted, desired, and asked for. So what's this mean for you today and this weekend? It means that I want you to take a deep breath and recommit not to quit. Recommit not to quit. Recommit to your goals, your desires. Look them over. Take the time to look them over, review them. Are these really what you want? And if it is, don't let any battle, don't let any difficulty, don't let any trial or challenge or any circumstance or anybody's words or any thoughts stop you from planting the good seed in the good soil. And what the promise is of that parable is this: that God will make it grow 30, 60, 100 times what you could ask or imagine, beyond. Do you want that? Do you really want all you can get, all the gusto of abundant life? Then don't give up. Hash mark, don't give up. Because giving up is the robber and sabotage of your life. Back to James. Take the time and read it today. I've left it there for you to read, so you didn't even have to go find it in Scripture. It's right there. Read it out of the Message translation, because it's so contemporary of today. And it talks about you and I, as we battle with things from all sides. You can stand up underneath it. You are strong enough. You can do all things that God gives you the strength to do. Not on your own strength and not on your own power. You need that, like the farmer needed to plow and plant the seed, but he gives you the seed. That's your faith. He's given you the soil, which is your being, your heart, your mind, your whole system, out of Proverbs 4, which says the heart is the wellspring of life. But if it gets blocked, not such a good idea, and block is quit. So the message today is never give up. Don't quit. Continue to persevere, and you will see, as you continue to plant the seed in the good soil, your faith into your heart and mind, you will see the miraculous. You'll see the supernatural. You see the things that people talk about and say, wow, about other people's lives. They'll be talking about your life. Are you ready to live a life like that? Well, I think you are. You wouldn't be here if you weren't. And if you are, then give me a heads up. Give me a thumbs. Share this, because there's a lot of people ready to quit or already quit and don't know how to get started again. Your share button is right there. Hit that share button so that others will not give up, but persevere and mature and lack nothing and achieve their desires, their goals, and their hopes. You know why? Because that's what God wants for them and wants for you. Have a beautiful day. Enjoy planting your seeds. Enjoy recommitting your field to God's grace of mercy that He takes and fills with just incredible miracles. And love somebody today and share this. Have a beautiful day. Hash mark, never quit.